What's going on, guys? Dots here, and today's video is going to be a quick rotation guide for Jade Starlight Forest in BDO. The goal for these rotation guides is to be quick and to the point, showing you everything you need to know about a grind spot in as little time as possible. Now, before we do head out to go grind, we do need to make sure our character is set up with the right buffs so that we are optimizing our time spent grinding. If you're new and don't know what buffs you need, I have a guide listed in the description below that explains this topic in depth. But before we do get started on today's guide, I do just want to thank today's sponsor, Ewin Racing. Ewin Racing is a company I've worked with for a really long time, and I use their desk chairs for the chair in my office setup, and I have for, I think, like probably a good 4 years now at this point. I put in a lot of hours on this chair between streaming and just gaming, and then my full-time job, I do work remote. So I spend a lot of time in the chair. Very, very, very comfortable. And on top of that, I also have a desk from the company as well. The desk has, basically the entire top is essentially like a big mouse pad, so I don't really have a mouse pad on my desk. And it's got, RGB lights over it, on like the sides and across the edges. And it's really sturdy, really well built. And the great thing about all of Ewin's products too is they're insanely easy to put together, very simple directions, so you're not gonna have to worry about spending hours putting together your furniture. But if you guys do want to pick up some Ewin stuff today and support the channel, you can get it for a massive 30% off. That's basically a Black Friday sale by just using my code DOTS and clicking the link in the description below. Okay, guys, now that we are back from the ad break, let's get into today's rotation guide for Jade Starlight Forest. So this spot is located south of Elliton, as I'm showcasing here on my map. The mob type of the monsters you will find here is demi-human. This is also not an Elvia spot, so you're not required to go into the Elvia realms to, access this. The AP DP required is going to be 280 AP and 350 DP. This is going to be an Agris trash spot, so I would say if you have enough loot scrolls, I would go for the level 2 gauge on your item collection scroll, but if not, level 1 should be okay. There are some pretty decent RNG items you can get here. One of the biggest things, obviously, is the Flame of Frost, which is what you need to create your Labresca helmet. Once you get that, your Griffin or Giath helmet to C10, you also need the flame, so that's also something that you will be grinding here simultaneously. But this is just a really good spot for Agris to basically burn it, because the trash here sells really, really well. Now, before you actually walk into the area to go grind, I would recommend talking to Jodine, however you pronounce their name, outside of the grind spot. They can give you some daily quests that give you access to some extra coffer stones, so if you're here grinding, may as well get them. Now, once you're standing at where Jodine is, I personally like to just walk right inside the gates that are there and then place my tent right to the right when you get in there. There's really no mobs around there. It's a very safe place to put your tent and your horse, and it's quite literally right next to the rotation that we are going to do. Now, Jade is a very, very chill and easy rotation. Basically, you are going to be picking 4 different packs of mobs if you're a fast class. I think slower classes may only need to do 3, but I would just, pick 4 of the ones that I pick. I'll showcase here. And basically, you're just going to be rotating between these 4 packs. So all you're going to really do is walk up to the pack, and in each pack will have some sort of brazier or just item that isn't a monster that's standing there. And basically you need to kill it. It will explode and deal damage to the monsters around it. After that, if there are any littler mobs in the pack, I would recommend killing those first after you kill the brazier, because they do explode and deal damage to the bigger monsters that are there. Then simply kill the bigger monsters. It is quite literally that simple. Personally, the rotation that I like to do is starting at the spot, like the brazier, as close to my tent as possible. And then I run along the path that I'm showcasing on the screen, kill the pack that's in the middle. Then I fork over to the left, kill the pack that's over there, run across the road. There's kind of like that fork in the road, run across to the other pack that's there, then run all the way back to the first pack and just loop that kind of like Y formation over and over and over again. And honestly, that's really the whole route. There also is occasionally, if you notice that like suddenly all the mobs there just kind of disappear, there is because it's like a winter guardian that can spawn. It's like a winter guardian, and it's got like a dog pet thing that it summons along with it. All you need to do is kill those 2 things. The monsters will come back and you will be good to go. You do need to be careful, though. These mobs do put down some big AoEs that will CC you and will deal damage, so do make sure that you're dodging those. But like I said, as long as you're killing the Braziers, killing the small monsters, and then killing the big monsters afterwards, that's literally the entire spot. Really, really chill. Not a lot of stuff you have to do. It's very small rotation, and honestly, it's become one of my favorite places recently. So if you're looking for a chill spot to spend your Aegers, Jade is going to be a good place to go. But guys, it's going to be it for the quick rotation guide. Hopefully you found this useful, and if you did, I'd appreciate if you smack a like on the video. If you want to let me know what rotations and what grind spots you want to see covered next, please leave them down below. I'm trying to, you know, kind of go through a bunch of the really popular rotations in BDO and showcase how to actually do them and all the information that people would want to know. So yeah, anyway, subscribe for more BDO content. Thank you so much. Don't forget code DOTS if you're buying a coin for pearls, because I am part of the BDO creator code event. So thanks for stopping by today, guys. Appreciate it a lot. As always, I'm Dots Gaming, and I'll see you all next time.